Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Dragon Quest XI. In the last episode, we found out a little backstory. Well, we finished finding out about the backstory of why this town hates mermaids so much. And now, we have a little trinket we have to take back to the mermaid to prove that her love that she's waiting for is gone. So, check that map. It is not marked, which is not good. But it was near... Where's that channel we got to get out? Okay, so it's near there. See that all the way on the west. There's a channel. Am I going? I think I'm going the right way. But yeah, it's right by the channel where we got into the open ocean. We'll go ahead. It's not going to hurt to grind a little bit, so we'll do a couple of random battles on the way. We'll go ahead and attack the one that's already weakened. Me and Savando are both pepped up. Wonder... I forget what all of our... I think they're mostly buffs, aren't they? Oh, Savando's going to do it anyways. That's strange that it uses his pet but not mine. Not really a bad thing. Got a purple eye, delicious. Should just be able to sell on coast. Oh, we're all getting hurt by poison. Magic. Does someone have a cure ailment spell? Is that what squelch is? Yes. Alright. And while we're at it, we'll do a mid heal. There we are. Much better. I didn't even bother to look to who I have in the party right now.
I'm ready for anything.
I do not have a single healer. That's a big oversight. Let's address that now before I forget. We'll throw Serena back in, and we'll give Eric a break. Let's go for that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh boy. Serena's hurt real bad all of a sudden. We'll go after the already weakened Mermanic and crit him out. You guys are hitting pretty hard.
I'm coming, darling.
Getting the feeling we might be a touch under leveled. Thankfully no one got poisoned. And down he goes.
All right.
We are going to have to check. Okay, Serena. No, Serena is poisoned. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. This is going to be very irritating that we're going to have to do this after like every fight. What do I want? Magic, Rab, Squelch, Serena. And we'll also mid-heal her. There we are. I got a new addition to the gaming setup. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm actually sitting in an adjustable bed. And that's how I'm playing my games. But I got a little lap desk. We're trying that out. Seems to be working alright so far. My menuing seems nice and efficient.
You mustn't push yourself.
Before I literally just had a mouse pad on a pillow, and then I had the keyboard in my lap, so it's nice having it raised up a little bit. How far away are we? Alright, we still got a ways to go. We need to go out around this peak here. I really... It seems like a bit of an oversight having these all these spaced out as much as it is. Let's actually go ahead. We'll use a bang. Hit everybody. This game's been pretty well paced so far, where
Here you are.
pretty much every step you take, there's something happening.
Blow away!
I think another issue we might be having is we don't have a proper mage in the party right now. I kind of am, but Rab and Veronica are the real mages of the group. This is the mermaid thing, isn't it? Disembark on the strand. I think so. Yes, here we are. Alright. We need to... I see some treasure over there. Can we get that without triggering the cutscene? We sure can. Excellent, excellent. A sun-bleached seashell. We already got that treasure, and we couldn't get on this boat, right? Yeah, we can't do anything there. Alright. On to advance the story. Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off. I got a bit concerned. It hasn't been that long. Worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? Lie to Michelle and tell her that Kai's coming? No, we're not going to do that. Tell her the truth. My Kai is dead? That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, and absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells on a pretty coral band? Give her the lover's veil. I wonder if you could keep that as an equipment item if you had lied to her. You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed and clutched it as he passed away? You're saying that he's dead. No, please no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break that promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. How come my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it until I found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can set sail, I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks, you're very kind. There's a lot to think about while I follow behind. Now, the nice thing is we've been there before. So let's go ahead and zoom on back to Honolulu. Oh, are you kidding me? Let's get out on the boat and see if it works. Okay, it's automatic. Alright. I thought it was going to make me sail all the way back. That would have been very disappointing. Redbeard and his friends sail back to Honolulu. They drop anchor in the waters off of Saki Beach to keep Michelle from the eyes of the fearful fishermen. Okay, so we're right by his house. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find the man you met and bring him back to me? Alright. I want to go this way. I don't want to go up. Or does Kai live in his grandpa's hut? Any indicators on the map? Not really. I think he's in town. Oh, a little glitch there. This game decided to skip a couple frames. Alright, you know where Kai's at? Aloha, traveler, you're looking for Kai again? Well, when did that kid get so popular? Well, he won't be out at sea at this time of night. Have you tried his house? It's the last one on the right when you head out of the village. Alright. Leaving the village is Which way? Last one on the right when leaving the village. This one up here, I'm guessing? Yeah, Kai's house. There he is. Excellent. So did you give the mermaid the veil? Yes, I did. Mahalo. Thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. I should do something for you in return. Fix your ship? Go get you some pearls, maybe? Just say the word. How you want me to go to Saki Beach with you? Why would you want to go to a lonesome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's what you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. Oh, man. Why is this getting so fetch questy all of a sudden? It hasn't been like this throughout the whole game. Hopefully this is just a minor detour. I went the wrong way. We need... Nope, I keep going to this person's house and it's not where I need to go. It's, there we go. Through here, perhaps? There it is. There's the church. This is a very odd town layout. Too many dang old doors, too. Alright, she was hanging out like right around here, right? Apparently not. There we are.
Why have you brought me here?
You know why.
That voice! It's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
It would appear
Yeah,
so.
I'm Kai. Do I know you?
Oh,
Is she gonna
What?
notice that he's different?
You're a mermaid.
oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
Yeah, we told you that
No,
already.
I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears.
Good grief, 500 years.
Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew.
Alright.
Hey,
Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end.
Yep.
I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met.
Okay.
I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
What do you mean by that? Michelle sings a bewitching melody that reverberates off the cliffs and above. Oh, she's gonna become human. She was in the water. I thought mermaids couldn't get wet. once they became human.
I waited for you so long through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together.
What do you mean by that? Ominous way to say that.
You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise.
There you go.
A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet my darling one last time.
Is that really how this is gonna go? It's a pretty
If
sad
I had been
ending.
a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
You know, there's like other people out there. Maybe I should have lied to her. That was a super sad ending.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before.
Oh, I accidentally clicked there and cut off his dialogue. Said something about Grandpa's cabin, so I'm assuming that's where we're going next. Zip.
What's this?
Ooh.
A letter?
Great snooping, Jade.
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Dang, this is super brutal.
Kai?
Huh?
You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Smooth.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
Well, isn't that sweet?
It's all my fault.
Isn't that the way it goes, though? Sometimes bigger, more important things happen.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there, on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me. But I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will.
Sweet and sad at the same time.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle.
Yeah, definitely some closure about his grandfather for sure. He also
All
knows his
this time,
bloodline of
I
royalty now
hated that
too.
mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
All right. Now, nothing else we need. So I'm making you all that stuff for my family. Yeah, okay. Just making sure there was nothing else to deal with there. All right, let's check. Can we zoom to that little island? The strand. There it is. Gotta love you some fast travel. Alright, and here is the treasure that we seek. Ooh, and that other treasure respawned. We might have to grab that as well. But first, find L'Oreal's harp. Or Lorelei's, perhaps? There's a note at the bottom of the chest. Redbeard takes it out and begins to read. Dear friend, if you're reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel too sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I've ever had. I promised that I'd take you to the mermaids' seabed town, and though I can't come with you now, this harp will take you down. You'll find a shining whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over it and strum that harp to meet her majesty. Please tell the queen I'm happy now, and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear darling Kai. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Sincerely yours, Shell. Alrighty. And, let's see, can we kind of figure out where that whirlpool's at? Let's get an idea. Back aboard the stallion we go. Alright, so that is Is that what it is? Where's the... Yeah, it doesn't really... it doesn't show up on my map, but I think that exclamation point should be it. So... Where do we need to go? What's that town right by it? There it is. Sard's Rust. Let's go ahead and fly on over there. Or fast travel. Alright. And unfortunately, we're going to have to call it an episode for now. My microphone is dying. It keeps beeping at me. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and have a good one.